G'day shoppers, Andrew Thaler up at Kiandra, not very far from Powerline Creek, looking at this cable trench that's been filled in that runs alongside the Snowy Mountains Highway. I've done videos here before and I noticed when this track was blazed through with a bulldozer with no regard to erosion control, soil runoff, and as I walk I'll be able to show you the weeds that appear to be coming through, and that there is no effort to control. There's a bunch of weeds just there. Now these little creeks here run down to the river that runs through there, which has got the stumpy galaxis growing in it, and everywhere we look on this track there's just builder's plastic, there's PVC, there's nylon from hay bales. And how do you clean all this up? And then where do you take it? And you look here, this is a highly reactive clay. You can see it's just turning to slop, staining the water, and they've got these two poxy little shitty hay bales sitting here trying to stop the water, which is going to flow over the side here, flow down into the edge of the road gully and then go down. And that's all the black plastic, and then there's another puddle there, it's treated pine and all kinds of things. So there's buried plastic, there's geofabric shreds, that's what that is, it's shredded geofabric, and it actually gets worse. So I'm going to walk up forwards and string, polypropylene string, there's someone's t-shirt, PVC, broken PVC absolutely everywhere. More. Now, quite concerning are these weeds. I've got these weeds at my scrapyard in Cooma. Horrible spreading things, as far as I'm concerned. I think they're a weed. I don't know what they are, but it's this little weird, tough, viney thing that grows in my scrapyard. And there's also this weird orchid-looking thing up here. So what it is no control, no sediment, no management. Now it gets worse because see this yellow here in the ground? That's bitumen. That's the Snowy Mountains Highway sideline or the centre line where they've milled the road up. And so that's bitumen that has been deliberately milled off the road and used as a ground cover or a fill or something, and this place is absolutely lousy with it. More PVC, more shredded fabric, stainless steel, cable tie, and you can see the dirt from the side here is just decomposing and mobilising. There's plastic down in the grass there, and then it runs down. It's very, very foggy and cold today, but it runs down into the creek where the stumpy galaxis fish live, the tiny fellas that we're trying to save. And that's one of the arguments put forward by the government to kill horses. They just bulldozed this track straight through the alpine grasses. There's more plastic, muddy puddles, more plastic in the ground. And here's a really bad example of the yellow. There's no way this should be here. This is not a virgin excavated natural material to be used as a clean fill. They've actually used road millings, and that's what all these yellow splodges are. These yellow splodges are the bitumen from the Snowy Mountains Highway. This is future generation joint venture Snowy Hydro Snowy2.0 project. They don't give a shit about the environment. They don't care about the fish. This ground is absolutely lousy with rubbish. Bitumen. It's quite a significant amount of work required. You know, there's more plastic just dumped on the side. I'm actually shocked that this has got so much worse. There's more bitumen. It's got so much more worse than when I first came here. And here's their poxy little attempt at trying to prevent silt. And effectively what's happened, it's just gone under the fibre, coconut fibre sock. So that silty water that's coming out of these puddles here, you can clearly see is eroding the bank, which is incredibly soft. It's suffering freeze-thaw degradation, where this water turns to ice and expands, which also makes it a lot more, I'll show you my footprint, right? It's very soft and sticky. And it migrates downhill and it moves around the sock. There's your other sock, and you can see it hasn't done shit. It doesn't work. There's your plastic moving into the environment. There's all your silt migrating through and around hay bales, and it's all well and good to have a bit of an effort, but what's the point if all of this is uncontained? And then of weeds, and just over here somewhere, and this stuff's really sloppy. This stuff is really, really sloppy, so this stuff turns to snot really easily. Plastic. Now look at this gross PVC. This PVC pipe has been smashed and driven over, just left in the environment to degrade in the sun and turn into microplastic. So Snowy Hydro have a lot to answer for. Just the size of this one puddle, and this is a long track. This happens again and again and again, and you can see it just runs away, overflows, runs away into the road drains, or it comes from the road drains and enters this space. There's some polypropylene rope, more polyethylene, cable ties, strapping, and here, what are these? I don't know what these are, but they don't look like natives to me. Almost look like poppies, but they're not. They're some kind of weed, I believe. I might be wrong. I actually don't know what they are. If anyone can help me out, I'll try and take a still photo of them. But are these weeds that have been imported with this shit, wherever it's come from? More PVC. And yes, that's horse shit. The horses are in this space. They're moving through. But honestly, this whole sloppy clay, you can see here, it's just breaking down. I'm outside of the berm. Now there's a berm and a bit of an impoundment. Doesn't take much for the water to overtop this, flow away and flow down this gully, and off it goes. So the whole point of killing horses is to protect waterways. Well, I'm sorry, but the horses don't do anything like this. This is gross environmental pollution by our government, using public money, importing problems, and in incredible cost. There's more of that potential thing. It's an incredible cost to clean this up. I don't think they were intending on cleaning it up. So this video is it's a bit of a hit. I don't look back where I was when this track was first laid in. There's more bitumen. There's the yellow paint. I got to say, I'm pretty shocked. Like always, Andrew Thaler up near Kiandra, and it's all but snowing. It's freezing cold. I think it's the 27th of May, Tuesday, 2023. I'll take some still photos and try and identify this plant. Thank you.